Здравствуйте, дамы и господа. Продолжаем проходить игру Вампир. Так, значит, нам нужно к Доусону, чтобы его обратить. Так, хорошо. Ладно, наверное, где-то... Ну, хрен знает, будем искать, ладно. Так, что мы имеем? О, люди, я вижу. Так, здесь кто? Ух ты, так, здесь целый городок отдельный, да? Стоп, сейчас я вас обворую по-тихому. Спокойствие. Не шумите. Здрасте. О, кстати, у вас касса есть. Я могу? Блин, закрыто.
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reed, I didn't know you had returned from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's been a long time.
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
Так. Ага. Так, подождите. Будем расспрашивать.
What can you tell me about yourself, Miss Price?
I'm still managing my shop. The only difference is, since the quarantine, we're open at night. You, on the contrary, seem to have changed a lot.
Really? Have I changed that much? It must have been the war and the night shifts since my return.
Don't get me wrong, Dr. Reed, you're still handsome. Just maybe a little bit wiser, more serious. It suits you well.
Tell me more about yourself. No new fiancé? I remember you were hoping to get remarried. I'm sure you must have a few suitors.
Who would marry an old bat like myself with a grown daughter and a little business? As you know, I only fancy handsome men like yourself.
Забавно. Так, сведения о районе.
In particular, in this part of town recently.
Other than you coming back to cheer me up? Nothing at all, Dr. Reed.
Подсказочка.
Does your daughter still worry you, Miss Price? I remember you were often concerned about her health when she was younger.
Have you not seen Carol since you returned? She's almost a young woman now, but she'll always remain my sweet little baby.
So you're less afraid?
Some things never change. Carol is still too clumsy for her own good. Sometimes her innocence puts her in real danger.
Why would her innocence put her in danger?
She does not realize how cruel life can be. Maybe I was a bad mother to protect her too much. My poor dear Carol.
You have every reason to be cautious, Miss Price, especially in these difficult times.
Maybe you could talk with her, Dr. Reed. It would be nice to have a man here more often. We would both feel safer.
Так, ну о чем ты
May I
мне
look at your goods,
можешь
Miss Price?
It's always a pleasure
помочь
to
в
have
плане
you.
торговли?
Take all the time you need.
Ну, в принципе, болты там для улучшения мне нужны, да. Если не ошибаюсь, для пушки. Я у тебя, пожалуй, их куплю. Больше у тебя ни хрена нет. Зато у меня столько хлама, охренеть просто. Я, пожалуй, все это продам. Выручу немного денег. Таблетки. Ладно, оставлю таблетки, мне кажется, будет нормально. Духи. Зеркало. Зеркало, кстати. Ну, нормально наколбасили. Так, ладненько. Все, пойдем. А, стоп, какой пойдем? Ну-ка, подожди.
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me Carolyn, my dear doctor.
Так, ну-ка,
Do you know
продолжно
Aloysius
расскажи.
Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
Интересно, этого я не знал.
Goodbye for now, Miss Price.
А что если это близнец выжил его, а он сдох? Поэтому такое кардинальное изменение личности и поведения. Может быть такое, интересно. Так, идем дальше. Ты кто такой? Ну-ка.
Good evening, sir. May I ask you what you're doing here at this late hour?
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic in this part of town.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. May I ask who you are and why all the questions?
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland Yard. And I don't find your answers convincing. What is a Pembroke doctor doing in the West End at this time of night?
У нас здесь
I'm
Шерлок.
here on my own, sir. I have no official appointment other than my desire to save lives.
Then we have the same objective, sir. The difference is, to catch my suspects, I use a magnifying glass and handcuffs instead of a microscope.
What can you tell me about this district?
I'm the one asking questions, especially when there's a killer on the
Ха.
loose.
What killer?
I'm not going to discuss that with the civilians, sir.
Haven't I told you about the investigation I'm conducting? Perhaps I could help you.
All right, without giving you too much information, I'll tell you this. I'm convinced there is a homicidal maniac on the loose, using the epidemic to disguise his kills.
Это интересный поворот, однако.
And what about the epidemic?
We both know the situation is critical, don't we, Doctor? Colleagues of mine die almost every day.
Why are you investigating at night?
Criminals rarely act in daylight, you know. But since you are also a night worker, have you noticed anything strange which requires police attention?
Ну... Не-не, ему, наверное, ничего говорить не стоит.
No, I've noticed nothing odd.
All right. But keep your eyes open, though.
What are you really doing here?
I told you. I'm a detective inspector from Scotland Yard, investigating suspicious cases in the area.
Do you work alone?
Yes, the situation is difficult for the police. Many of us are sick, and since the summer strike, most men apply a work to rule on their patrols.
What about the situation in the East End? Why are there no police there to protect the civilians?
I know, it's a shame, but we just don't have enough men to cover the entire city.
Так, что ты можешь мне еще рассказать? Lичные вопросы. О,
Tell me all you know about that homicidal maniac you're looking for.
I'm not even sure there is only one. The wounds are always the same, but the modus operandi varies. Sometimes violent and brutal, sometimes precise and swift.
How could different killers inflict the same wounds?
That's my main problem. If my theory is correct, maybe we're facing a group of individuals sharing the same violent tendencies. Perhaps a sadist cult.
ну даже не знаю.
What are you investigating exactly?
Mr. Kimura has been murdered. Always the same injuries. Wounds to the neck and massive blood loss. I'll stick to my homicidal maniac theory.
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it. With just one phone call.
Да, хорошая власть такая. Угу. Так, ладно, вроде бы все. Однако, надо посмотреть вообще, они... О, болен. А вот эта женщина больна, интересно? Ну-ка, подожди, стой.
Dr. Reed, still conducting your nocturnal survey?
Do you need medical attention, Inspector?
I'm afraid I may have caught something. I don't feel too well.
Держи.
You'll quickly feel better after taking this.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. I really appreciate it.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Так, ладно, хорошо. Ну-ка. Это не болит ничем. Так, а как мне... Мне же, наверное, как-то вниз можно спуститься, да? Внизу кто-то есть. Блин, ладно. Пройдемся немного. Поищем еще людей. И хлам в мусорке, конечно. Побомжуем чуть-чуть. Опа, а это уже не понял. И это уже типа чужая территория? Блин. Ничего себе, ну-ка. Да, здесь... О, ни хрена. Иди-ка ты нахрен, подожди. Все, стой там, короче. Я пойду, пожалуй. Охренеть. Я, пожалуй, пойду. Лучше поищу приключений с нормальными людьми. Поболтаем там, может, что куплю у кого, не знаю. Но к врагам пока соваться не буду. Так, это вот этот инспектор. Ты кто такой? Ну-ка.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... Your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
I think I would remember. So I suppose the answer is no.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
Так.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Baker. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
We are waiting. Waiting for someone.
And why are you waiting for this person?
Because we need to leave this city. As soon as possible.
Why do you want to leave the city?
I'm not really sure.
Can you tell me anything about this district?
As you like asking questions so much, would you allow me to ask you one first?
Please, be my guest.
Do you like this city?
Нет, ну если смотреть со стороны персонажа, город в полном говне. Но если со стороны меня, как игрока, крутой город, ё-моё. Ездить, разгуляться и развернуться. Наверное, да.
I know we are not living in the most peaceful of times, but I have learned to appreciate London's complexity.
Yes, me too. This city tests us. It invites us to find ourselves, to discover our true nature scattered throughout its dark streets.
But what if we don't like what we find?
Do we ever know who we are? I wonder sometimes. Or maybe it is the journey to find out who we are that changes us.
And what do you do, sir? For a living, that is.
I stopped working when I decided to leave. When I realized what I wanted. Wanted something this city can't provide.
But what were you doing before you took this decision?
Does it really matter anymore? Considering the past seems so pointless to me. I have lived in this city all my life, and now I think it's over.
Tell me more about why you want to leave London, then.
I just don't belong here anymore. I had to convince my brother to leave London because I know we need to find another life out of the city.
Who are you waiting for? I'm sure he has a name.
I really can't answer that question, since I don't know that person.
And why is that?
This person is mostly my brother's acquaintance. I don't even know his real name. Only that this man could help us leave this city once and for all.
But why would you need this person's help to leave London anyway?
Well, I thought we should have left this cursed place already, but my brother convinced me to stay a while longer, and here we are.
Так, ну вроде все. Теперь только о Доусоне.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world for a long time. I hope he found it.
Чё, все что ли? Ну-ка.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Так, ничем не болеет. Там вон еще кто-то стоит. Ага, ладно, хорошо. Ну-ка, ты кто? А, Бейкер. Ну-ка.
Good evening, sir. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need my help?
Yes, please. Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time is?
That's all you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know? As important as where you are? Or who you are?
I suppose you're right. And who are you then, sir?
I am Agamemnon Baker. Like my brother, I think we need to leave this city immediately. And my brother and I rarely agree on anything.
May I ask what you're doing outside at this hour of night?
I don't know. You should ask my brother instead. It was his idea in the first place.
You must have your own ideas.
From what I have managed to understand, I guess we're supposed to wait here. Waiting for someone to come.
Блин, а может мне надо типа проследить за ними, а?
It's the only place I've considered myself happy. Or at least that's what I believe. Unfortunately, it's time to leave.
Why is that?
Because I'm not feeling happy here anymore. Are you?
I still enjoy living in London, no matter how difficult it can be sometimes.
Then I am sincerely happy for you. True happiness in life seems to be the most difficult goal to reach these days.
May I ask why you've not gone already, if you're so exasperated by this long wait?
I believe fear is holding us back. My brother would have said it's laziness, but it's just because he's prouder than I am.
What can you tell me about your brother?
He's older than me, I think. But the important thing is that I really hope I'll die before him. Grief would just kill me, you know?
Is that all?
Pericles is very attached to this city, and without my insistence, he would never leave this place. We don't often agree on anything, you see?
Так, хорошо. Личные вопросы. Вот.
Who are you waiting for exactly?
The more I think about it, the more I believe it's not exactly a person we are waiting for.
But what else could it be then?
I don't know. A feeling? An event? An impulse? How can I tell? Something that would allow us to leave this trap.
I'm afraid I'm not following you. What kind of trap are you talking about?
Have you ever felt like life trapped you in a role that does not fit you? That you're not in your place? That sort of trap.
Trap? And you think leaving London will free you?
At least it will give us the chance to be free. That's more than our present situation. Hope, Doctor. Hope is what truly drives mankind.
Так, ладно.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
You should ask that question to my brother instead. Personally, I've not seen Aloysius for many years.
Понятно. Никто ни хрена мне не выдаст никого. Так, не болит. Какие-то вы здоровые, прям я хочу сказать. Кстати говоря, вот они, два брата, Перикл и Агамемнон. Да, вот, последить можно, отлично. А откуда? 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 А? А, вот, отлично. Да-да-да, ну-ка. Так. Ну, когда можно? Когда? Ну-ка. Ну. Ну, когда можно-то? А, вот, наверное, сейчас. Во, отлично.
We should be far from town already. All right. But where would we go? Anywhere. Anywhere that isn't here. And what is that, by the way? A safer place? A less strange place? And where would that be? Life is strange. And we are alive. For now, yes. But for how long? If we decided to flee, we should be far from town already. All right. But where would we go?
Подсказки наверняка появились. Отлично. И того, и другого. Ладно, ждем. Сейчас поговорим. Пока в мусорке пороемся. Так, ну-ка, иди сюда. Говори со мной.
Good evening, Mr. Baker.
Why do I always have feelings of deja vu when I talk to you?
Pericles, tell me why your brother disagrees with your presence here.
Agamemnon is naive sometimes. Although don't consider him a fool, sir. He is often more lucid than me.
At least you both have the same difficulty explaining what you're doing, and for what reason.
But is that not a common problem for all mortals?
What can you tell me about your brother?
If you are searching for a pleasant chat, you should speak with him instead of wasting your time with me. He has always been the more gentle of us.
That's it? That's all you can tell me about him?
For the time being, true kindness is the most valuable quality, my good sir.
Ну, что-то как-то... Ну-ка. Ой, еще дай подсказки.
Tell me more about your strange feelings towards the city.
I would be happy to describe them, but it's too hard to explain with mere words what I'm feeling. It's unclear, too confused.
Go on, please.
Where should I start? The world is chaos. Men go mad and nature itself runs roughshod over us all.
This is not the first time mankind has faced a deadly epidemic or a war.
Men kill each other while nature decides to kill them all. I don't know what scares me the most. Do you?
Both can be disastrous, and a combination of the two merely increases their potency.
And what if they were just a sign of worse disasters to come? Something of biblical proportions, I wonder.
How long have you been waiting for this man?
Sometimes I feel as though I've been waiting for him for ages. Perhaps it is my role in life to wait for him. Not a pleasant thought.
It could be dangerous for you, waiting here all night.
That's quite true. But what other choice do we have? We are waiting here until we finally go.
Mr. Baker, I have met many strange people during my life, but you are definitely one of the strangest.
Really? I don't feel particularly odd or weird. All I want to do is leave. What's wrong with that?
Why are you still waiting for this person?
What would be the point of going before meeting the man, as he's going to help us leave?
Так. О, все подсказки открыты. Быстро мы.
Pericles, what are you going to do now?
I don't know. Perhaps it's time to leave. Perhaps we should stay a little longer. How can I tell?
And where exactly are you thinking of going?
In a place where I will finally have that feeling, to be where I belong. The world has to be meaningless chaos to make such a heaven plausible.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Ладно. А теперь этот, значит, второй брат. Да, вот он. Ну-ка.
Hello again, Dr. Reed.
What are you really afraid of, Agamemnon?
The problem is, it's precisely what I don't know that frightens me. So I suppose I can't really answer your question.
Tell me, how long have you been waiting here?
I can't say for sure, since I have no watch. But the night is still young, and I am not tired.
Is that the most honest answer you can give me?
Yes, I think so. Why does it irritate you, sir? Is comprehension really that important to you?
I'm a scientist. I try my best to understand things. I know the world has to obey unbreakable rules.
You know, or you want the world to obey such rules?
I know one thing. I do not understand who you are.
And it's better that way. What kind of life would we live if we could summarize a person in a few words or a few lines?
If you finally manage to leave London, where do you intend to go?
A happy place, that's for sure. A place where I can smile because I know the next day will be better than the previous one.
Such a place doesn't exist. There are never any guarantees that tomorrow will be a better day.
That would mean I have no hope left. And I just can't accept such a conclusion.
Ладненько.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker.
Ну вот и все. С ними мы поговорили. Ладно. Надо искать еще людей. Так. Че-то пока ничего не вижу, кроме мусорки. Мусорка наша все. Так. Нет, что-то пусто. Пусто. Кстати, а это что, подвал какой-то? Ну-ка. Кстати, вот внизу я видел людей. Что за хрень? Что это такое? Вот этого мужика я видел, точно. Так, подожди, а ты что, один? Ладно. Ну-ка, рассказывай. О, тихо. Ладно, записулечки. А теперь расскажи мне, кто ты.
Jonathan Reed. At last we meet. The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they tell me everything. They told me that you struggle hard not to take too many lives.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
I really don't know. I don't often go outside. And when I do, it's usually to quite distant destinations.
So you see nothing in the stars for me? You're a poor fortune teller then.
Oh, I can tell you many things. but they will only concern you, not the city. For example, I know that you offered your sister the final rest she asked for.
Do the cards speak of my Mary?
No. It's the burning aura of guilt that precedes you everywhere you go.
Read my fortune, then.
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
Ни хрена себе, круто.
Tell me about yourself. What do you do here, besides turning cards in the middle of the night?
I'm for most a charlatan. For a few, I'm a vampire. And for you, I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole.
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The guard of Priwen, who else? For a time, they sent spies to observe my activities, and they even broke into my home to gather proof.
Did they steal anything from you?
A personal notebook they quickly took to their headquarters. All they had to do is to look at me. I'm aging. What better and definite proof that I'm not an immortal?
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it, I'd be glad to have it back, of course. I do ask one thing, though. Do not read it, Jonathan. Some secrets are not meant to be revealed, even to immortals.
Ни хрена себе. Это ж какая интрига. То есть, если я за книжкой пойду, возьму ее, блин, и не смогу прочитать. Ну это же вообще просто трэш. Это же... Я ж спать нормально не могу. По-любому, наверное, я открою, я думаю.
For how long have you been a primate?
It was 15 years last year.
What do you make of Dr. Swansea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man. A man of his time. Sometimes a little muddled, but always looking for new paths and new concepts.
Can you read the cards for me?
Are you sure you want to know what they will reveal?
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
Блин, ну ладно, хрен с ним. Вот засранец, а.
Here is the money.
Death. A broken mind trapped in a deceptive body. One who sees her has witnessed the walking dead. Blood. Fear.
О, блин, пропавшая душа.
Can you read the cards for me?
Put the money on the table then, Jonathan, and open your mind.
А, то есть я могу еще даже несколько раз. Ни хрена себе, нет,
Perhaps
чувак.
later.
Ух ты, сколько подсказок. Обалдеть.
May I ask you about the Brotherhood?
Of course. But I must warn you that there are some subjects we consider taboo, in spite of our fondness and acceptance of your kind.
I know there is no love lost between the Guard of Priwen and the Brotherhood. What caused this rift?
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then, a strength that made them hungry for ever greater power. An argument divided them, and the wound never healed.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up the books, the relics, not always fairly or with consideration.
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars?
Once upon a time, very long ago, the Brotherhood did more than simply study the vampires. They took actions to eliminate the more ferocious and corrupted.
How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the hocus-pocus parlor tricks. The truth, now!
Swansea told me. Don't look at me like that. His task is to observe and gather information about vampires. He had to tell me about Mary.
Mary did not deserve her fate. She had already suffered enough during her life. And yet the pain and the suffering went on after her death.
Suffering is part of the immortal condition. Some prefer to lose their minds rather than face the simple truth. Pain will never stop.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
The vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
Ну давай, говори.
All right. Let me hear it.
The walls of your prison have already been raised, Jonathan. But you will freely accept to be locked inside, full of hope for a better day.
I would rather not know.
Странно.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to
The vampire's fate...
Ага, ладно, хорошо. А теперь о Доусоне.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
Так, ладно, медосмотр.
Do you require medical attention?
I'm fine, thank you, Jonathan.
Я понял.
Goodbye, sir.
Счастливо.
Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. A red river, a song...
Так. Ё-моё, а ведь у нас... Знаете что? Подсказка-то появилась к той девчонке, которая находится... Сейчас скажу, где она находится-то. Вот здесь. А как к ней попасть? Так, сейчас, секунду. Так, вот больница. Вот. Вот Эльму сейчас хрен найдешь. Блин, я так и не понял, как туда попасть. Надо разбираться идти. Мне кажется, это будет интересное приключение, но почти наверняка я уверен, что не в этой серии. Ладно. Идем дальше. Так, где я? Ага, дальше идем. Ну, здесь только в мусорке полазить, если только людей нет, живых нет, мертвых тоже нет. Так, так, так. А, это он, понятно. Это мы где? Тихо, тихо, подождите. Это мы... Я понял.
It's locked. I have this thirst for blood.
Ух ты. А, это, кстати, это убежище. Угу.
I can't believe I'm
Ну-ка,
doing this.
пойдем. Так, открыто новое убежище. Сейчас мы все здесь обворуем. А ничего. Воровать ничего совершенно пока что. Может, на втором этаже что будет? Хрен там. Угу. Фигушки. Так, кроватка. Могу щемануть. Но я думаю, что пока рановато. Опыта почти наверняка будет недостаточно, чтобы качнуть пару-тройку скиллов хотя бы. Так, пополнить. Уже полное. Шиллинги. Верстак. Кстати, верстак. Исследуем. Подождите, а где ты здесь? Нет. Нет. Так, ладно, хорошо. Здесь вроде все. Переработаем, переработаем, переработаем. Хреново тонны ингредиентов для лекарств. У нас хреново тонны ингредиентов. Просто обалдеть. Вылечить весь город можно. Так, выходим через эту дверь. Посмотрим, что там. А здесь уже вражеская территория, насколько я понял. Особняк Доусона. Так, ну-ка давайте посмотрим, что мы здесь можем. Так, отколбасили, только в путь. Так. Ну, значит, кровище здесь. Ой-ой-ой-ой, ой, кошмар. Так, надо кровушки понабрать. Для этого нам двуручку нужно убрать. Вот мразь такая. Так, ладно. Ну-ка, пойдем вниз. Может, что-то найдем. Кстати говоря, сюда можно пройти. Это Вайтчепел, я понял. Дверь отперта. Ух ты. Так, зарубили. Так, идем обратно. Тихо, труп. Ну а что, здесь ничего нету. Я вот не вижу, что здесь подобрать. Ничего не подсвечивается. Просто, видимо, уйти в Уайтчепел по-легкому. Так, что у нас здесь? А здесь у нас полная хренотень. Я понял. Прогулять сделали. Слушайте, а как же нам к Алузию Доусону-то зайти? Что-то я так и не понял. По идее, вот его особняк, да? Но нам сюда нельзя. Странно. Может, я в подвале что упустил? Да нет. Тихо. Ящик его запертый. Он нам ничем не поможет. Блин, ну а как зайти-то? Так, зайти никуда нельзя. Здесь... Странно. Подлететь тоже никуда нельзя. Так, это наша берлога. Кругаля сделал. Вот это кто? О, здрасте. Тихо, 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 здрасте. Вот. Ну-ка, здравствуйте. Давайте поговорим.
Dr. Reed, good morning. I am glad to see you.
Good evening, Miss Price. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you remember me?
Dr. Reed? Yes, of course. You are the doctor who healed me and my mum. Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Good to see you too, Carol. Are you all right?
Oh, yes. I did not hurt myself recently. I know how to take care of myself now. I'm almost a grown-up.
Так.
Why are you awake at night, Carol?
I am helping my mother in her shop. It's not easy, but I'm a grown-up now.
I'm sure your mother is grateful for your help.
I do the best I can. But I'm so clumsy sometimes. I drop things. I injure myself. It's a good thing my mother has the patience of an angel.
Why is work not easy? Is something or someone bothering you?
Oh no, most people are gentle with me. But I'm so nervous sometimes. I pay no attention and hurt myself. Good thing my mum learned first aid.
Так, Кэрол Прайс. Подсказочки.
What can you tell me of the people living nearby?
I don't speak to many people, except our customers. It's not easy to make friends.
Dr. Reed.
And with the epidemic, it's even more difficult.
What can you tell me about the epidemic?
Some of our regular customers have left London. Some others only send their housemaids now. Everybody fears the contagion. I've even seen men with weapons.
Have you no friends at all?
No. Mr. Nithicut used to pass by and was always nice to me.
Does he not come by anymore?
No. Mum said he was weird. Always reciting poetry about a girl he'd met in Whitechapel. I wonder who this Camellia may be.
О, Камелия. Да-да-да. Я помню ее. Неразговорчивая личность. Абсолютно. Может быть, сейчас подсказочку дадут какую-нибудь? Даже
Do
не
you
знаю.
enjoy working with your mother?
Oh, yes, Doctor. My mother raised me alone after my father died. We've always lived together, and she has always watched over me.
Do you remember your father?
No, I was just a baby then. My mother always told me how strong and good he was.
Do you ever think about getting married now you're a woman?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. Mum always says I'm still a child who has no idea how tough life can be. No husband would like a clumsy girl like me.
Ладно, расскажи мне про Доусона.
Have you ever met the famous Aloysius Dawson?
Yes, a very strange man, not very nice.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books, and then laughed at what we showed him.
Все, пообщались. Ничем не болеет, ладно. Однако, мне вот непонятно, у нас исчез квест, основное задание. Хотя войти в особняк все еще светится. Слушайте, как же в него войти-то? А, кстати, ты кто такой? А, нет, это этот мужик. Так, а здесь что? Я понял. Отпираем дверь. Опять кругаля, да? Да. Угу. Кстати говоря, у нас же здесь есть квест. Угу, ну-ка. Блин, ни хрена себе, куда мне пилить. Ладно, делать нечего. Пошли. Так, там наверху еще тусуются, но они мне не нужны. Так, сейчас надо на карту глянуть. Карта. Ну да. В принципе, вот, по-моему, сюда как раз-таки. Да. Вау, тихо. Так, готов. Ой, блин. Да все время забываю про вот то, что она взрывается. Крошки маловато. Ладно. Надо будет сейчас кого-нибудь наколбасить, набрать. Я понял, не туда. Ух ты, блин. Ай-яй-яй. Так. Ничего не оставил мне. Вот козел. О, хоть этот что-то оставил. Хотя бы этот оставил. Так, что у нас тут? Что-то мне кажется, я неправильно иду. Да. Как-то, короче, надо... как-то... Сейчас, секунду. Куда-то сюда. А, вот. Не, стоп. А, вот. Отлично. Да, здесь я уже когда-то бывал. Так, записная книженция. Ну ладно, есть вариант повыше забраться. Значит, это все-таки в театр надо, с парадного входа. Давайте посмотрим. Где-то здесь. Сейчас вернем и... Да, вот где-то здесь. Ладно. Чего? Как это? Не понимаю. Странно. Очень странно. Блин, и телепортироваться нельзя никуда. Хрень какая-то.
It's locked, all right.
Не понимаю. Может быть, канализация какая-то есть? Где-нибудь здесь нет? Хрен поймешь. Нет, я телепортироваться хотел. Так, 30, что-то 30 метров.
I cannot enter.
36. Блин, мне кажется, это где-то там. Как туда пройти-то? Блин. Тихо.
It's locked.
Блин. Без понятия. Очень странно. Так, ладно, стоп. Так, давайте, когда найду, я запись тогда в таком случае включу. Надо понять, что-то вообще не врубаюсь. Так, ладненько. Судя по тому, что я понял, мы хрен войдем в театр. Эта штука находится все-таки в театре. Пока мы не возьмем основной квест сюжетный. Да, там есть какой-то такой квест. Именно сюжетный, который приведет нас опять в театр, насколько я это понял. Ладно, посмотрим, что будет дальше. Вообще странно, я считаю. Ладно, будем ждать. Будем ждать, проходить. Так. Где-то здесь, да. Угу. Отлично. Да. Мы там, где нужно. Однако вот особняк вроде Доусона, вот этот вот, да? По-моему, это он, и я не могу туда войти. Почему я не могу туда войти, я хрен его знает, честно говоря. Доусон. Хотя, может, это не его особняк? Да нет, вроде его. Так, отсюда мы пришли. Странно. Во, вот особняк, вот вход. Ну-ка. Да, точно, наверное, это он все-таки. Так, сейчас, секунду, я все-таки порыщу здесь чуть-чуть. Блин, ладно, ушатали всех здесь. Вроде поднять нечего. Ладно, пошли. Да, точно, шикарно. Здесь я тоже все обыщу. Может быть, что-то полезное будет. Хрен там. Так, ничего не подсвечивается. Плохо. Ладно, здесь тоже ни хрена нет. Ну-ка, Доусон, открывай. Опаньки. Красиво, однако.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains. Am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
Блин, столько много разного выбора. Либо делать его потомком, либо не делать. Что-то мне подсказывает, что, наверное, все-таки надо сделать. Я даже без понятия, честно говоря. Так, ну сперва я его, конечно же, ограблю. Что-то как-то пусто. О, газетенка. Отлично.
Reduced in rank for falsely accusing a man of murder. I wonder what Inspector Albright thinks about his punishment.
Все. Здесь тихо, спокойно. А, вот туда могу зайти, но у нас еще здесь не все поюзано. Ну-ка, открывай. Блин, на широкую ногу мужик живет. Да. Молодец такой. О, блин. Пришел к нему.
Finally you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
Believe me, there is a huge difference between reading about vampires and waking up as one. I learned that myself the hard way.
Oh my God, man, stop your whining. I don't have time for your pointless jibber-jabber.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
Ни хрена себе, жуткий старик. Хорошо.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed, and I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London. I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
By doing so, you will also create 2 separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated as soon as they are spotted.
Ни хрена себе. Прям радикальный такой мужик.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
Не, на самом деле такого чувака нельзя обращать. Он какой-то, ну как сказать-то, хренов, блин, этот Гитлер. Нет.
Listen to me, Aloysius Dawson. You will forget your fear of dying, for it has poisoned your mind and made you bitter and ruthless since the death of your twin brother.
You don't understand. Death is oblivion, the eternal void. I know there's nothing there. I saw it in Robert's empty eyes. I saw myself in that coffin.
Death is painful for those who remain, not for those who have passed. All that occult gibberish you filled your head with has made you forget this simple truth.
No! Death will not claim me. I have the power and the money. I've acquired the arcane knowledge needed. I believe there is magic, there are dark forces. You will provide me my extension.
Your ignorance makes you a fool. You have no idea. Look at me. Hunted like a beast, my family lost, cursed. I have not escaped death, I have become it.
No, there must be a way. I don't want to go like my brother did. I have money, lots of money.
Money won't ease your mind. I know you used to be a good and generous man. So I offer you the gift of peace, Aloysius. The tranquility of a true death.
I accept your offer. And I understand. No more fear, I will die a man of dignity. And a man at peace.
Все, гипноз прошел. Так. Круто. Лорду Редгрейву надо сообщить. Так, у тебя сейф.
It's locked.
Блин. У тебя там ключика нет в пиджачке? Блин. Так, стопэ. Обыскиваем, обворовываем. Нам все нужно.
It's locked, all right.
О, блин. Ну-ка, если наверху что-то будет. Есть что-то. Так, хорошо.
It's locked.
Все, валим. К Редгрейву. Опаньки. Чё-то я это... немножечко струхнул сейчас. Ну-ка.
Is it done, Dr. Reed? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn as expected?
I'm afraid Mr. Dawson finally chose to embrace life and death as a mortal.
What do you mean?
He has overcome his fear of dying. I let him rest and wait for death to come.
What? This is unacceptable. Go back there and make him the powerful Ekon he's destined to be.
No, Lord Redgrave. As a doctor and as an immortal, I can't. If you wish to make him your progeny, then proceed on your own.
А он не может, не может.
This is an outrage beyond words. This is betrayal, pure and simple. I should kill you on the spot. You swore on William Marshall's blood.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
Ни хрена защитить пемперскую. Нападение будет? Так, к Эшбери пойти. Охренеть. Так.
Step away, traitor. Return to your dubious friends and your decrepit hospital.
Охренеть.
Do not dare show yourself again, you or the...
Так. Так, защитить пемперскую больницу. Ядрен батон. Сейчас мы всех угандошим там. Я отвечаю. Только единственный момент, мне надо понять. Значит... так. О, Бриджит. Ну-ка, иди сюда.
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget. What are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Did anyone see you? It's a long way from the dock sewers, and hunters are patrolling the streets here.
Who said I took the streets? How do you think I survived for centuries in this city without ever being seen? I know all her secrets.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
She came to us in the sewers in search of answers. Just as you did.
Так. Ответ, может, наводила справки по поводу создателя?
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked. We talked a lot. Her words and ideas are captivating. It is no surprise that you like her. I like her too.
Lady Ashbury in the sewers?
Ха-ха.
That's a sight I wish I'd seen.
She said she was your friend, and that she sought the identity of your maker. So I answered her questions.
Ладно.
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
Ух ты.
Wait, slow down. I need to ask you something.
I'm listening, but I do not have time to waste, so be quick.
Where is Lady Ashbury right now?
She said she will go home. She needed to speak with some old friends first, though. Do not worry, young Ekon. She is no fool, and just as strong as you.
How did Elizabeth find you?
She presented herself humbly at our gate and asked if we knew of any ancestral vampires hiding in London. She asked about Ascalon. She asked about many things.
What do you think of her?
Her soul is good, yet tainted with a deep sadness and the scars of ancient wounds. Time does that to us immortals, for we have so much to dwell upon.
Why did she come to you?
I am old Bridget, the buried memory of the city. She sought the silent truths, truths I have kept hidden for so long.
Why do I feel like Lord Redgrave was particularly irritated to see you? Far more so than the average Skull, if I may say.
Because I used to know him quite well, and he is afraid I may remember who he really is.
You're Elizabeth's informant. You're the one who told her about Lord Redgrave's lies regarding his lineage.
Yes, but my words were not meant to hurt or threaten. I simply told the story of the sewer skulls, and of so many other forgotten children.
Ладно, все, погнали.
No time to lose then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Давай вот так
Tell
вот.
her we need to talk.
In the end, is this not what we all need? Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
Так, отлично. Погнали. Погнали, погнали. Значит, по пути я по-любому загляну вот сюда, потом туда, потом вот сюда. Жесть. Ладно, погнали. По прямой. Угу. Опаньки, да ну нафиг. Ух ты. Тихо, тихо, тихо. О, жесть. На меня иконы это самое охотятся. Обалдеть. Внезапно, однако. Так. Наверное, это все Редгрейв. Кстати, что-то я не понял. Это ж вроде... Это ж... Охренеть, это ж вроде мирное было. Мирное место-то. Разве нет? Или меня глючит? Вот Уайтчепел. По идее, сейчас все должно быть мирно. Если я не ошибаюсь, конечно. Так. Да, мирно, нормально. Окей. Ну-ка, ну-ка, ну-ка. А ну-ка. Блин, здесь все еще нельзя. А здесь, блин, тоже. Блин. Пам-пам-пам-пам-пам. Ладно, пойдем кэш берем. Угу. По-моему, где-то здесь. Да, вот ее особняк. Так, где она есть? Где она есть? Наверху. Так, отлично, пошли.
Elizabeth, I'm so happy to see you. I was so concerned.
It is also good to see you in these darkened hours. Is all well, my dear?
Indeed, we stand upon the precipice. Has the news reached you of Edgar Swansea?
No. I returned home but moments ago. What of him?
Your friend, the well-informed old Bridget, tells me the Guard of Prewan has assaulted Pembroke. I fear Edgar tops their bloody list.
Bridget? She is such a tragic figure. And yet, I sense deep inside, she has a delicate, fragile soul.
I had the impression you despised skulls, and now you find them delicate.
You have persuaded me, Jonathan. It has been a very long time indeed since anyone has changed my opinion of anything of note.
I was concerned for your safety. Macallum draws too close to you for my comfort.
Fear not. I've evaded the hunters for many a year, and I intend to stay far from their gases, flames, and spikes. Now, speak to me of Dawson.
I convinced Aloysius to embrace death as the ultimate gift of mortal life. I believe he found peace in the end.
The cost must have been heavy indeed. I am proud of you, my love.
Ascalon has defrocked me and threatens to hound me from the city. This was, no doubt, inevitable.
You did what you thought was right at the time. One can ask no more. The important task now at hand is to help poor Edgar.
Now I am assured of your safety. That is precisely my intention.
Good. Now go, my dear, and return with good news with the greatest haste.
Да без Б. Так, пошли. О, тихо, тихо, я сворую тебя все. Я просто обязан тебя что-нибудь своровать. Опаньки, это что такое? Блин, где записулька-то? Фигня какая-то. Я ж подобрал. Не могу найти. Странно. Ладно. Хорошо, пошли. Теперь в больницу. Ну-ка, секундочку. Угу. Пойдем. Опаньки. Ты кто такой? Нахрен. Священник? Блин. Ух ты. Во мразь. Тихо, 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 тихо. Тихо, тихо, тихо. Ух ты ж, блин. Так, что у нас у других упало? Ага. Норм. Ну-ка, пойдем нам в эту сторону. Все по прямой и направо. Ой, налево.
What is this? Are the vampires here?
Тихо, тихо, тихо. Ни хрена себе. Вау. Охренеть. Вау, вау. Тихо, тихо. Вау, блин, от газа я быстро сдох. Охренеть. Так, а где я на этот раз очнусь, интересно? Надо вообще пойти качнуться, я думаю. Ну ладно. Будет возможность, сделаем. Пам-пам-пам-пам-пам. Ну и где я? Ясно. В принципе, недалеко.
Shit, that leech is fast! Murderous bastard!
Ух ты, а это что, икон? Ну-ка, пойдем убьем его. Ха. Блин, откуда вы беретесь? Жесть. Все, валим. Вот. Ай-яй-яй-яй. Да ну нафиг, жесть. Надо качаться идти. Блин, жесть, пипец. Да блин. Ай. Блин, да ладно. Так, стопэ. Спокойствие. Вообще, в целом, все очень даже легко и просто. Но, блин, что-то как-то не получается.
This is... It ain't human! Die, Bernie! Leech spotted! Share.
Жесть. Блин, неужели сдохну? Охренеть. Так, спокойствие. На ТТТ. Жесть. Тихо, чуть не прошел. Значит, трам-пам-пам. В принципе, можно по низу пройти. Так, больные есть? Больных вроде нет. Вроде все спокойно. Че, надо к Свонзи идти, да?
Those bastards. What have they done to Edgar? Looks like he's wounded. I
Так,
better follow the blood.
кровавые следы, я понял, но сперва все обыщем. Может быть, появилось что-то новое. Нет, ни хрена не появилось. Так. Ух ты, двери, которые никогда не открывались. Ух ты. Вот это поворот. Здесь мы еще никогда не были. Так, спокойствие. Лифт. Это что-то новенькое. Это что-то интересное и что-то новенькое. Ух ты, смахивает на какую-то здоровую арену.
Ultraviolet curtains and orichalcum powder.
Ух ты.
Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts you.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for what.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster, just like William Marshall did.
No, I'm trying to put an end to it, just like you are.
You're its progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak! So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true. Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood, the blood of a true defender of Britain, stronger than your evil powers.
Ни хрена себе, круто.
This is ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough.
Ага, блин.
Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father.
Охренеть, у него меч. Да тихо ты, спокойствие, Джеффри. А, блин, ультра, блин, фиолет сверху. Ёшкин матрешкин, надо еще тоже за ним следить. Блин, 33 уровень, я 24. Я думаю, что надо идти качаться. Сейчас еще пару раз, может, попробую. Если получаться не будет, надо будет идти, значит, качаться. Кстати, прокачка здесь рядом. Ладно, посмотрим. Блин, он в кругу находится. Да, надо качаться однозначно. Нифига себе. Так. Ладно. Поднимаемся. Прокачка. Так, где-то здесь мой кабинет. Да, вот туда. Угу. Очень хочу щит прокачать. Крутая вещь. Мне нравится. Так. Да, до конца. Отлично. Копье. Что у нас с копьем? 6000. Блин. Ладно. О, кстати, а можно же и эту штуку прокачать неплохо. 2000, мне будет нормально. Так, 1400. У нас хватит, скажем, для стойкости. Хватит. Отлично. О, газетенки. Слушайте, смотрите, он пожертвовал крупные суммы и отменил постройку стены. Круто. Я доволен. Ух ты. Так. Так. Ну, неплохо. Я крутой лекарь. Круто. То есть здесь 100. Санированное состояние. Ну, здесь стабильное. Потому что я все-таки пару человек грохнул, а одна у меня все никак вылечиться не может. А, стоп. Потерялась, хотя она была больной. И потерянной. Ну, в принципе, более-менее везде стабильное. Значит, состояние кварталов. Теперь. Значит, патроны пополняем. Все, идем на 3-й этаж и спускаемся по лифту. Будем пробовать мочить этого чувака. 28 уровень. Неплохо качнулся. Достойно, да. Круто. Стоп. Ладно, пошли. Ну чё, погнали? Так, что у нас там за оружие? Ладно.
If you're so innocent, why does simple light burn you so much?
Охренеть. Ух ты. Ух ты.
Show some style. Fight like a man.
Тихо, 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 тихо. Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй. Ай-яй-яй. Нифига себе. Слушайте, жуткий это тип-то. Охренеть не встать. Так, подождите, как же действовать? Издали, если только. А это у нас Потрошкин. Ладно, окей. Попробуем. Так, если что, еще пистолет есть. Блин, обалдеть. Серьезный противник.
Your poisonous bite is useless on me. The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me.
Так, а теперь меняем. Ой, блин, я сгорю сейчас нахрен.
I know. It hurts, doesn't it? Freewind prevails.
Так, издали это самый верняк, я считаю.
Or pin you down. Your poisonous bite is useless on me.
Готов. Жесть. Да, конечно, дальний бой, он с ним круче бороться.
Freewind shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
I was only reborn for a few minutes before you and your men hunted me down like a beast.
You were only reborn for a few minutes, and you'd already taken the life of an innocent woman.
В чем-то он прав, да.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, Mackallum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now, for there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
Не, пощадить, пощадить, ага.
I'll spare you, Mackallum. I'll offer you the mercy you never offered me.
What is this ruse?
This is no ruse, Mackallum. This is me letting you go. After all, you and I are both trying to save this poor country in our own way.
I'll kill you, Reed. Next time we meet, I'll end you.
See? Progress already. You called me by my name. Until the next time. Goodbye, Hunter.
Неплохо так. Но бой был прикольный. О, да. Серьезный противник, однако. Спасти Эдгара Свонси. Охренеть, а где он есть? А, вон. Вот. Вот два зайца. Это, в смысле, двух зайцев одним выстрелом. И второстепенный, и основной квест сделаем. Отлично, вот оно. Так, ладно. Давайте мы пока что на этом с вами закончим. Всем большое спасибо за просмотр. Всем пока.